The Curse of Cain. Written by Theophilus Monroe. Narrated by Theophilus Monroe. Prologue. 10 years ago. It was my first job interview. You'd think, over the course of my 6,000 years of existence, I'd have interviewed for a job at some point. For the better part of a century, I'd operated a private psychotherapy practice in New York City. Ever since I graduated from the University of Vienna, the prized student of the renowned Sigmund Freud. I didn't need a job. I worked for myself. It was better that way. I'd always had difficulty playing with others, but this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I needed a change of pace. I had plenty of experience as a psychotherapist. This was the first time I'd ever considered my curse as a qualification. I glanced at my typewriter-produced resume. I know computers are supposed to be more efficient. I won't say that you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but, well, it certainly doesn't come easy. I chuckled to myself. The whole old dog thing. The world's first ever werewolf. It looked just as absurd on my resume as it sounded when I read it aloud. It wasn't my only first ever. The other one, though, well, the entire world knew it already. Anyone who'd ever bothered to pick up a Bible and read the first handful of chapters. Not to mention, it was hardly a qualification or skill. So far as I knew, the Voodoo Queen didn't have an official job application. If she did, I hadn't seen it yet. Maybe I'd have to fill out one if she offered me the job. The nurse who recommended me, a rather attractive woman who I knew only by the name Rutherford, suggested that based on my unique background and her recommendation, the interview was little more than a formality. It isn't everyone who has both professional and supernatural qualifications to serve as the lead psychiatrist at an asylum for the magically and mentally deranged. I felt out of place as I made my way through the French Quarter. I rarely wore a suit, a nice button-up shirt, a tie if necessary, and a decent pair of slacks. It was my usual get-up. But I was both interviewing for a job and meeting a queen. I needed to dress in my Sunday best. Not that I was a churchgoer or anything. I wasn't opposed to religion. Many people say...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?